Thank you, Chancellor Gower. And thank you all so much for being here today. I love events like this, summits, conferences, just opportunities for us to get together. Most of you, I'm sure, have been to other events like this, and sometimes, we go to different sessions and breakout pieces, and we learn a lot of wonderful information, but oftentimes it's the conversations in the hallways, it's who we sit by at lunch, it's those connections that we make when we're at those summits or those conferences. And so I just encourage you today to meet other people, connect with others across our district who do what you do. And we will say thank you many times today because we really do want to bring you here and say we could not do this without you. We value the work that you do. It's a lot of extra work. And so thank you for the benefit of our students for going the extra mile and for doing the extra work and helping us to provide these opportunities for our students. We're pretty fortunate. We are also part of a 4-college district, and while sometimes that presents some obstacles, it really creates wonderful opportunities. And as Chancellor Gower just mentioned, it's easy to get into silos and kind of do our own thing. Geographically we're separated, but we've gone through some very intentional reorganizations that I just want to kind of touch on just a little bit. And we just kicked this off in July, although we were already kind of moving in that direction and working towards this new reorganization. July 1st was kind of the first official date that we said we were setting out into this reorganization. And we had traditionally been, historically, kind of, like I said, 4 separate campuses doing 4 separate things. But at the end of the day, that really wasn't the most efficient way of doing it. And we are now sharing resources, and our best resources are each other. So we're talking inter-campus, conversations are taking place. And just together, we are being very intentional about collaborating. And so what we have now across our district, we have 4 divisions, and we have the division of academic affairs, we have student affairs, we have business operations, and then we have institutional outreach. And each college president now is not only the president of his or her college campus, but also oversees a division, a vice chancellor of a division. So we have Chris Simpson back here, who, thank you, Chris, for letting us be here today at OCC and all your team who put this together for us. Chris is the president here at Olney Central College and also the vice chancellor of business operations. So he handles those things district-wide, all 4 colleges. He's on the different campuses and handling those business operations matters across the district. President Fowler, Dr. Matt Fowler, down at Wabash Valley College, is our vice chancellor of student affairs. And anything within that student affairs bucket across the district, all 4 colleges, Dr. Fowler is taking care of. And then we have academic affairs. So our president, Dr. Jay Edgren at Frontier Community College in Fairfield, he is the vice chancellor for academic affairs. And then institutional outreach, the best division of all. Even though we're all coming together, we're still very competitive, don't worry, with each other when it comes to different things. But no. So institutional outreach is my area, and I love institutional outreach. And let me just quickly tell you that institutional outreach is adult education, enrollment management, marketing, trio upward bound, and dual credit. So the reason that we're here today and the reason that you see on the program, Tona Ambrose, Vice Chancellor of Institutional Outreach, like, what is all that? Well, it's because dual credit falls within that division. And it has been a joy to learn more and more about dual credit. We now have 2 directors of dual credit. Most of you have met them. If you haven't yet, you will today. Megan Black and Aaron Volk are directors of dual credit who go out to all of our high schools. They help you, they want to partner with you. And then we have Roger Eddy, who has been such a blessing, and he has come alongside us and kind of helped us get this reorganization and get this dual credit thing going, and we could not have done it without him. Many of you I got to meet or see in the spring because Roger and Megan and Aaron and I went on tour We visited all 16 of our high schools within the IECC district, and we came and visited and sat down with superintendents, principals, and we talked about kind of this new relaunch, this new dual credit program that we've introduced. And so that was valuable time spent. I enjoyed every visit, getting to know you. And if I didn't yet get to meet you, and if you weren't part of that in the spring, I look forward to meeting you today or in the very near future. So that's kind of how we've reorganized within IECC and kind of what that looks like. Now, another part of that reorganization, how many of you have done a strategic plan before? Yay, strategic plans, right? They're a lot of work. Maybe I should say, I love strategic plans, said no one ever. I don't know, we need a shirt that says it. But strategic plans are good because they are a lot of work, they take a lot of time, but then they give us that roadmap that we need. And IECC went through the process, a long process. And again, 4 colleges, district-wide. It was a big undertaking. But we put together a strategic plan, and it's called Forward Together. You can find it on our website. And the 4 strategic pillars that you can read right there, we really are working hard, each division and district-wide, to use this to move the district forward, thus forward together. And so one of the action items in our strategic plan, as you can imagine, there are a lot of action items in that strategic plan, but one of them is to establish a 3-tier degree dual credit program, which again, part of what we shared with you when we came around to the different schools in the spring, part of what we'll be talking about today. And it's been a really big lift, but it's also a wonderful new part of what we have to offer students and offer our schools via the dual credit, the Office of Dual Credit. So you're going to be hearing a lot more about that today, but I just wanted to again welcome you. Thank you so much for coming, and just ask that if you have any questions that you reach out to Megan or Aaron or me or Roger, anybody really, because we want to partner, we want to help, and we want to do what's best for our students. And I know before we got started, I talked to a couple teachers from Robinson, and I know a couple of them who, can talk for just not that long ago. The students that either they themselves took or their children took, the dual credit classes helped them shave off an entire semester of their college, or it just helped them be better prepared when they went off to the next chapter after high school. And so that is you. That's what you help us do. And so again, thank you. And I'm going to now introduce our 2 directors of dual credit. I mentioned their names already, but please help me welcome to the stage Aaron Volk and Megan Black.